It's early.
It is.
And we're gonna head to Kingsville real quick. We got some sodas, a brownie,
Water.
we got breakfast of champions. We're gonna go buy a chainsaw. We're gonna buy some other stuff we may need, and then we are heading to the ranch.
And we are going to get started on whatever needs to be done.
Yep, so let's do this. We are here, guys. We are at the Crocker Ranch. This is where we're gonna be living for 100 days.
It's definitely a lot more overgrown than it was the last time we were here, and it was already overgrown then.
Yeah, that was only what, a couple of months ago?
Yeah, just a few months ago.
So it's pretty rough, but let's just take you along. Today, we're not gonna do too much work. It's gonna be more of showing you guys everything. Then we'll do some work, and but today's more of, let's check it out, let's get a plan, all of that. So let's just check this out. As you guys can see, this is the camp house. It's pretty rough. It's an older house, but let's check this out. So this is the camp house that we showed you guys from the aerial view from a drone. So let's just walk around it real quick. It's, as you can tell, the porch is leaning real bad. The foundation's bad on it. We got extra like chest freezer and stuff like that. It works. We'll fill it up with meat hopefully, but let's just look at this. The siding on it is just metal, so that's good. It looks like a lot of the nails and stuff are kind of coming out of it. This is just an old camp house that has been here forever. It's basically abandoned. We use it a couple of weeks out of the entire year. We have some hunters that lease it out, but as you can tell, it's kind of junked out. It's falling apart. It needs to be redone, but let's go on the inside and check this out. So let's show you the grand tour of this awesome cabin. So as you walk in, you kind of got the dining area here. These are actually, I'm pretty sure, old tables and chairs from a restaurant my family had years ago. And then you got this area. You could do some preparing, cutting meat, all that type of stuff. Last time we were here was about, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And we opened this up, and you had a big old rat's nest in here. Old mice, those smaller mice. There's a ton of babies that were in there. So that's a issue we're gonna have to battle. Got a refrigerator. Got all this kitchen area here. Unfortunately, the floor is kind of uneven, so we're gonna have to try to jack the house up and level it out and all that. And then we got over here a little area we can use as a closet, I guess. And then we got the bathroom. And of course, this is not anything grand. You got the good old toilet. We got water heater, we got sink, we got a shower in here. It's doable, it's livable. We can poo and pee and shower, so we're good. Here's a bedroom. This is more of the second bedroom. And as you can tell, it's tiny. There is nothing to it. There's no real walls or anything. It does have central heat and stuff and AC. These bunk beds are actually Jared and I's bunk beds when we were kids, so that's pretty funny. They probably still have stickers. This one doesn't have stickers, but I think the one in the other room still has stickers on them. But as you can tell, there's just nothing glorious about this. It's just an old hunting cabin, but hopefully we can redo this. And then again, the kitchen, you got a full stove. It's an old one, but it works. It's got, you know, sink and a nice view out here, so we can watch all our animals whenever we do the dishes. And again, full fridge. We got cabinets, a gun safe. This is a hunting cabin. We got some camouflage and stuff like that out here. And here will be the other bedroom, slightly bigger, but you got probably a queen bed or a full bed. And then you got some more of our bunk beds. And as you can see over here, we got some stickers from when we were kids. This is from the college, the Kingsville college that we went to. This was my brother's bunk bed because he's got the dolphin stuff. My older brother, guitar, stickers, stuff like that. But yeah, how crazy is that, that these are our old bunk beds from when we were kids and they're still here. But as you can tell, this is nothing glorious, but it's got some good bones to it. We could fix it up. We can put paneling. We can paint. That's one of our big goals, is level this house out, make it look a little nicer. And yeah, that's the house. So let's go check out the other camper. It's the back of an 18-wheeler that we turned into a house. So let's show you that.
So this is the other camp house that is out here. There used to actually be a huge wooden deck out here in front, but it was falling apart, so they tore it down. You can see all the extra wood over there, and they built a small one. So let's check it out.
Hopefully it's unlocked. Knock knock, if anyone's in there, we're coming in.
So I would much rather stay in this than the other camp house. It's already like 10 degrees, 20 degrees cooler in here. It's really hot in there. So as you can see, there is a window unit right here, and
we're gonna have to check and make sure it works.
it's not plugged in. So there's the window unit. There's a ton of bunk beds in here. It's pretty clean for the most part. It just needs a little TLC. Got the heater here. And here's the bathroom.
You got a sink.
So you got a sink. Your toilet is right here. You got a big shower in here. It looks pretty new too. We got a nice entertainment center down here. But I mean, there's plenty of cabinet space.
That's
There's
open over there.
the water heater.
Oh, that might be locked.
So here's another bathroom.
Oh, it's unlocked.
So this is the other room, and if we're allowed to, we will clean this out and maybe make this into an office. So this is the second bathroom. It's got a little vanity here and the toilet. So in case Jason and I have to go at the same time, no problems. You guys, this is pretty much the size of like an actual tiny house, maybe a little bit bigger than a tiny house, but it has a lot of potential, and we're pretty excited to start on both camp houses and see what we can do with them, how much we can, you know, work on them and make them better and livable and nicer. And this will be a lot of work, but we're really excited to get started and see what we can accomplish.
So we're really excited. I never thought I'd be excited for living in a back of an 18-wheeler, but this is really cool. This was a refrigerated unit, and so I mean literally you walked in and in night and day compared to this and that camp house over there. So this is a lot cleaner. It keeps rats out. It's very tight, and so things can't really get in there. So we'll probably stay in this and fix that up as well, but this will be more of us staying in here, sleeping. We'll have to cook and stuff over there, but this is better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
For
a lot better than I was expecting.
yeah, so let's go check out the property and kind of give you a tour of that now. So we're going to show you the pond real quick. As you could tell, the camp house is back over here. The trailer's over there. We got a windmill. The windmill works, and it does this pump over here, and so that tank gets full of water. But let's check out this pond. You used to be able to look at it. You can't even see it. It's way overgrown. So let's check this out. There might be some cattle or animals in there though. I hear something in there.
It's a cow.
But they got cows in there cooling off. But as you can tell, there is nothing fancy about this at all.
This is where Jason and I will be taking baths and cooling off. I'm
It's
just kidding.
It's our drinking water. But this is very much overgrown. We're gonna come in and take all these trees out right here, clean all this up so you actually see the pond. I believe we have, yeah, we have traps. That Jeep is not ours, but hopefully we can get the keys and drive that around. But look at this. We got a hog trap over here that we could use.
Fix it up.
Yeah, we could take this wherever we need to. There was a big old frog or something. You know, got a nice trap right here. And so we'll take advantage of that. But
here's a better view of the pond.
yeah, you can actually see the pond here. It's pretty decent sized little pond. There's probably some fish and frogs and turtles, snakes. So this is a cool little spot. Needs some work, but
yeah, I think with a little TLC, this property, or this, at least in this area, it has a lot of potential, and I think we can get a lot done in 3 months.
especially with the goats.
Yeah, so it'll be exciting.
Well, you want to go show them where the goats might be staying?
Yeah, let's go.
So this is gonna be the area where we keep the animals. As you can tell, we're gonna be right here, not far away. And then it'll just be right over here where we're at. This is all the stuff that we showed you in the aerial shots. But over here, this was all for cattle. And this is a chute, they'd come in, different corrals. But what I'm thinking is hopefully, fingers crossed, fingers crossed that we go in here and it's not as bad as we're thinking. We keep the goats. So let's check this out.
Yeah, and hopefully,
we have no idea.
Hopefully we don't get bit by any snakes or anything crazy, but I don't know, we'll see. So they have the gate locked up and we're coming through the chute and there's a ton of spiders, so.
Just trying to get rid of them as we go through. I don't even know if this will open or not, hopefully. It may be rusted shut. But all this wood's still in pretty decent condition for not being used for years. Just here in the chute, that's a big enough area for the goats to come in and eat and all that. But
and then once they get that down, we can move them.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to put them over here, so come over here and we'll see if we can get in. We may not be able to get in. I don't think we're gonna be able to. Do you wanna film?
I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had to climb it. Look how big these posts are. They've been here for my whole life. This could potentially be a little goat stand we can milk Mimi at. Oh wow, the chicken coop's on the other side. I thought it was in the pen. This is a nice little pen right here, big enough for the goats, for of course our 3 goats, then we're gonna bring our dad's goat. This is plenty big. There's no water in here, so maybe we might not put them in here, but it's got a whole nother corral back there that opens with the gate. And then this chicken coop actually looks better than I thought. We just got to figure out how to get in there. So I just jumped the fence. Jaylena's over there. We're gonna check out this chicken coop. Hopefully there's no wasp or anything in here. I don't really see anything, but it's not in great shape. This is way worse than I thought. But as you can tell, there's no roof. It's got wire and stuff. There's no back.
Maybe we can just build a new one.
Yeah, so I think we might, I don't know. So it's a little bit worse than we thought it would be. We haven't really looked at it before we came out here. So I think we're just gonna tear this thing apart, use what we can, and build a new one wherever we're gonna keep all the goats, so the chickens and goats can stay together. But let's go check out another pen that actually has a water trough in it. So we were just over there. Jaylena's climbing over. This will be the other pen area. As you can tell, it's way overgrown. The trees are kind of overgrown. Here's the chute area. But as you can see back there, over here, there's a water trough. I don't know if there's really water in it. I'll go check. So I don't know if there's water that goes to that or not, but look at this. The grass is waist deep. Hopefully there's no snakes in here. We'll find out. But this is a lot of free food for the goats. It's a lot of cleaning up. There is some water in this trough. I'm kind of surprised. So apparently the water's not on because that's a float that's supposed to keep it up. So I'm gonna turn that on. Hopefully it'll turn on. I was hoping there was some kind of spigot thing, but there's not, so you can't turn it on. So we're gonna try to figure out how to get water to that. But as you can tell over here, there's another fence or a gate, comes to a whole another corral back here. I'll just jump over real quick, show you guys. So over here is a whole nother pen that comes right here, and then the pens back there go to the other ones as well. So I just got back out of the corral area, and as you can see, we got rolls and rolls and rolls of fencing. We got gates, logs over here. We got this SUV. It needs to get worked on. It's not working at the moment, but it's 4-wheel drive, so we'll be able to use that if we can get it working. We got this tower out here that we can use. All this wire we can use. Unfortunately, the tractor is not here. My uncle needed it, so hopefully he's gonna bring this back out to us. At some point we can mow and all that stuff. But over here, so again, the camp house and everything's over there. Then you got your water tank. Normally that water tank's full of water all the way to the top. We got the pump and everything that, you know, goes there, pumps water, fills it up, goes in the pond. But then you walk through here and
I wonder if we can keep the goats in here.
we might be able to keep the goats in here. It's just a lot of, well, the only bad thing is we need to leave this open and that open for the cattle.
So there's this little house thing right here it's, you know, enough shade right here for the goats. It'd be perfect. You know, they could sleep here. We can fix this up a little bit.
I think this is more for putting feed in, so when it rains, but
maybe
it's not really working.
Area up, but this is a lot of shade for the goats. There's water, which
of course we need to keep this clean.
Yeah, we'd have
but
to figure something out.
We can keep it clean. They got frogs jumping over there. This is that huge trough I was telling you, probably 20, 25 feet wide. That way cattle and animals can get water from both sides of the fence that has the tank right over there.
I just don't know if this is too high for us to keep the goats in over here.
Oh, because they can get under.
Yeah.
I mean, we could fix that.
But if we fixed this and then built a smaller kind of perimeter fence just around this area, we could keep the goats in here and then move them around with the electric fence anywhere else we want them to mow down, and just keep them in here.
So now we're walking away from the camp house, the back of the camp house. As you can see, the camp house over there, ponds over there, the pens are all over that side. So we're more on the entrance of the ranch, and as you can tell, it's all open over here. We need to clear all these trees and stuff out though. I thought I saw something standing over there, but I guess not.
They're just swarming you, bro.
The bugs out here are pretty terrible. Jaylena's smacking them off me.
I got bug spray on. Jason did not put any bug spray on.
It don't bother me none. But we're gonna come out here, mow all this, cut down some mesquite trees. Like, we're gonna go over there real quick and show you that. It's just way overgrown, it's crazy. So we're walking farther away from the camp house, and we're gonna show you this area over here. But while we walk there, just again, we are in South Texas. We are not gonna disclose exactly where we're at. This is not our ranch. This is
family land.
The entire Crocker family.
And they did tell us they would like us to keep our location private.
Yeah.
A lot of people have asked if they could come help, and we do appreciate it, and we wish that you could. But right now,
as of right now, we're not going to do it. Maybe
respect their wishes.
Maybe in the future, and we can get to know some of you guys a little more, and you know, all that. But for now, I mean, as you can tell, there's a deer feeder way over there. All of this is supposed to be cleared land, but it's just these mesquite trees. Like, this is terrible. I hate this. But look at these thorns. I mean, that's just gonna tear us up. But they're everywhere. And these trees are, look, the size of Jaylena or bigger.
Ow, I barely poked it and it hurt.
And there's just tons of them back there that we need to clear out.
Once it's cleared out, it's gonna make a huge difference.
Oh, this is gonna be way different. And as you guys can tell, this is a lot of work, a ton of work. We're already sweating. All we're doing is carrying the camera, but it's probably somewhere in the 90s today.
It's supposed to get up to 92 today.
Yeah, and it rained yesterday out here. There's some mud and stuff, and I think that's why it's slightly cooler. But it's gonna be hot and brutal, especially as the summer goes on. But just these trees alone, these are mesquite trees. And these are all overgrown going to the camp house over there. But we have some cool stuff that we want to show you guys as far as like some future plans that we're thinking as far as like cooking and living off the land. So let's check that out.
So these are mesquite trees and these are mesquite beans. So what we want to do, as you take them down, you break them open. Let's see if I can.
Here, get one of these older ones. They'll crack open easier. You can hear it.
Do you have to do it when they're green or when they're
I don't know, so we're gonna have to find out.
So these have beans in them. There we go.
Pour it in my hand if you can.
They're like all stuck together.
It's okay, just to show them. There you go. See that, how there's beans?
So what we want to do with those, Jason found out, I don't know if it's probably on YouTube, you can get these beans and you take them out of the shell, you put them together and you
grind them up.
You grind them up and you make them powder, and it works just the same as flour. So we're really, really curious to try that and see how it works out for us. If it's something that we like and we can do and we can use, that's what we're going to use these beans for. There's just tons of them.
And that's just one of the things that you could do. You can eat cactus out here, cactus apples. Our cousin, well, my cousin Ashton, I I could be wrong, but I think he has a degree to be a zoologist, and he was a science teacher, and I mean, just smart as all could be. And he came out here and studied the land and the plants and all that stuff, and he's going to show us what plants we can eat and use for maybe medical reasons, stuff that is bad for us, stuff that's good for us, show us different animals. So I mean, he's going to give us a crash course, and we're going to put it on video for you guys to watch, because you know, we are an entertainment channel, but we want to be educational as well. We don't know this stuff, but he does. So he's a part of the Crockers, and that's the whole point of this, is we are the Crockers, and we want all that stuff. So let's go show you something that maybe in the very near future, oh man, I just got like a thorn through my boot, very near future, a cool project. So over here is a little more of the trash side of it. This is where we have a trash pile back here, so we'll end up burning that and burying it and stuff. But this trailer bed right here, we're thinking potentially later on, if we stay out here long enough, tiny house project, do something with it. Why not? And then if it's a tiny house, we could move it. We could drag it with the trailer, I mean, not the trailer, the tractor, drag it anywhere we want out here at the ranch, and it's a mobile tiny home. And you don't need wheels because it's just sand. And so you could drag it through there. As you can see over here, we got all this metal. This is the concrete slab. If you want to look from this side, this is where they would raise pigs, and it's at a slant so you can spray it off. But as you can tell, it's a lot taller on that side than over here. But we used to have a covered shelter on it. We had a Jeep and everything, and unfortunately some trespassers that were not supposed to be here burned it down, and we lost our Jeep, lost the little shed thing, so maybe we'll rebuild that. But we're going to show you some more stuff that we have, future ideas that could potentially be some cool projects for you guys to see. So over here we got even more fencing. We got some dove. Those are good eating, of course during dove season. But tons and tons of fencing. We got more logs over here. This fence line right here behind us, those logs have been in there since I was a kid. And then this goes towards the pond area that you guys saw. And we have another cool thing over here that I'm very excited about. Not that we really truly need it out here in this hot weather, but let's check this out. So as we fight off these mosquitoes, here is a old hot tub. It's actually in decent condition. I don't know what it looks like underneath, but I'm just gonna assume it's pretty good. All the piping and everything on it looks legit. I don't know if the pump still works and stuff, but I want to turn this into a relaxing hot tub for Jaylene and I. Do it very off-grid style, to where like the pipes come out and goes over a campfire, heats it up. But just during the summer when it's hot, just fill it with water. It's a nice way to cool off. Yeah, throw some ice in there. It's a great place to cool off. So that's pretty cool. Most people see that as junk and trash, but I see it as potential. And then you can see that gold truck in the back. That's actually my uncle's old truck that I'm sure we shot the windows out of. But that thing died. But there's so many memories in that of us driving around, hanging on the back and all that. So I mean, just memories and memories and memories out here. So I mean, this is not even really day 1 of 100, and I'm just so ready for this. I'm really, really excited.
So if you see right here, there's some cactus apples growing, and we would go to the flea market in Terrell, and they'd always sell them, and we'd buy them and stuff. So that'd be cool to just have them growing out here.
Yeah.
Because that's not something you can get everywhere.
Nope. So it's just another food source, bait source if we were trying to catch something. I don't know. There's just so much potential out here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So there's these plants that grow right here. I think they're called air plants, if I remember correctly. My dad will correct me on that one, but whatever they're called, they don't need soil and stuff like that. They grow in the trees. How cool would that be if we collect a bunch and send some to you guys? They're very great for decorative pieces. You don't really have to do anything to them. They just look super cool. So maybe you guys can have a part of our ranch. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Let us know down below if you'd like one. There's millions of them out here.
So out here on the ranch, there's a lot of animals, and animals die because that's life. So there are bones like this everywhere, you guys. Look, they're just,
they're old
everywhere.
cow bones.
And so, as some of you may know, I make jewelry with the bones that we find here. But now that we'll be here full time for a while, I am going to start an Etsy store, and I'm going to be making a lot more bone jewelry and jewelry from the mesquite trees.
So that's just another cool thing that we could do during the day. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's mosquitoes on the lens. But that'd be something we could do during the day when it's just too hot. Once it gets around noon to 3 o'clock, I mean, it is just brutal out here, like high hundreds. The humidity's terrible down here. As you can tell, we're sweating and we're just walking. And so that's just a cool thing for us to do while we're killing time to do more work. So something always to do out here.
My arms are about as shiny as my legs. I'm wearing pantyhose with my shorts because it helps keep the ticks off of you. They can't grab onto your skin and bite you. So if I'm ever wearing shorts, I'll be wearing pantyhose out here.
So no worries, guys. She's got it covered, literally. So one of the places we'll be hanging out while we relax here will be right here at the camp house. And this is our little barbecue pit area, hangout area. So we're gonna try to fix this up as well. Clear up this tree, put some nice chairs, build some log furniture, do a fire pit area, that type of thing. I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the perfect spot. It's right in the shade. It feels good under there.
We can watch the animals. We could be right here to cook.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. So, what's your guys' thoughts? That's basically what we're gonna show you for today. Tomorrow will be more of fixing the place up, kind of
getting started on a couple projects. Yeah,
kind of clearing some land, kind of just really diving into it, getting stuff ready for the animals to come out. We're gonna bring the goats out here tomorrow. We had the electric fence that we brought. But I mean, guys, what do y'all think is a first person view now instead of drone shots? Did we bite off more than we could chew?
You think we can do it?
Are we insane? Do y'all have any cool ideas for us to do?
Do you think we should live in that camp house or that camp house?
Do you think we're gonna live or die? I don't know. So just let us know what you guys think. But tomorrow's video will be more of kind of us doing some stuff, a lot of stuff actually, and then we're gonna introduce you guys to our grandma this week and show you some more stuff at my parents' house. We are not spending the night out here this week. We might, maybe 1 or 2 days, but for the most part, we're gonna stay in town at my parents' house. That way we can kind of help them around the house. We could just enjoy the company with them before we get stuck out here for 100 days. But let us know what you guys think. What are you guys thinking about the videos Jared is pumping out? We are doing the 30K giveaway, as a lot of you guys know, and to be entered to win the prizes, all you have to do, there'll be a link down in the description. Go subscribe to Jared Crocker. It's the side channel. Jared is keeping everyone updated back home.
So subscribe to his channel and comment on his 30K giveaway video and say I'm in, and that's all you have to do to enter.
Yep, just hit subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want. Hopefully you do, and then comment down below. Just comment and say, hey Jared, glad we're here. You can comment whatever you want. You can comment and say, Jared, you need to brush your teeth, and you're entered. As long as you comment down below and subscribe
on that video,
on his video, not our video. So go over to his and win some stuff. It's very, very cool Texas stuff, and we're super excited about that. I think Jared has like 1,800-ish subscribers. Let's get him to 2,500.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I believe in you guys. I truly believe in you guys. He's gonna be keeping it down while we're here. So what do you guys think? Let us know. Our video.
Oh, and everything. We're just gonna get it.
We got an issue. We don't have water.